The Midnight Call, Part 2. My heart was pounding as I backed away from the door, my phone still clutched in my hand. The text I see you sent chills down my spine. How could they see me when I couldn't see anyone outside? I turned off all the lights, hoping to stay hidden, and crouched in the dark corner of the room. My mind was racing with questions. Who were they? How did they know I was standing by the door? Then another knock, this time softer, almost pleading. Against my better judgment, I crept back to the door and cautiously looked through the peephole again. Still nothing but darkness. Suddenly, my phone rang again. I didn't want to answer, but I couldn't ignore it. With trembling hands, I picked up. "It's too late," the voice whispered. "He's already inside." At that moment, I felt a cold breath on the back of my neck. My breath caught in my throat as I slowly turned around, dreading what I might see. But the room behind me was empty. One was there. Yet the sensation of cold air on my neck lingered, and I could still feel that chilling presence. Desperation took over. I ran to every window, checked every lock, and made sure the entire house was secure. But I couldn't shake the feeling that I wasn't alone. I dialed 911, but the call wouldn't go through. Every time I tried, the line was dead. Panic surged through me. Suddenly, the lights flickered and then went out, plunging the house into complete darkness. I stood frozen in place, straining to hear any sound, any movement. That's when I noticed the faint glow from my phone. A new message had appeared on the screen. It read, "Look in the mirror." I didn't want to. Every instinct screamed at me to run, but I couldn't ignore it. The only mirror nearby was in the hallway, just outside my bedroom. Heart pounding, I slowly approached it, the darkness around me seeming to close in with every step. When I finally reached the mirror, I forced myself to look into it. At first, everything seemed normal, just my reflection staring back at me. But then, something shifted. My reflection didn't move as I did. Instead, it started to smile a wide, unnerving grin that didn't match the terror on my face. And then it whispered, "You should have locked the door." Before I could react, the reflection stepped forward, as if it were trying to cross the threshold of the glass. I stumbled back in shock, but there was nowhere to run. The mirror began to crack, spiderwebbing from the center, as that twisted version of me pushed harder against the barrier. Just as the glass shattered, my phone buzzed in my hand with one final message. "Now we're both free, like for part 3.